Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a couple minutes to tell you guys why exactly I became a Beachbody Coach and why I'm going to be a Beachbody Coach for a really long time. First off, I wanted to start by telling you guys a little bit about myself. So, my childhood was amazing. I grew up in this small town in Washington State, and my parents were unbelievable. They didn't make a lot of money because they were both swim coaches when I was younger, but we had all the experiences that any child should have, plus more. We were never stuck in front of a TV. We always went on adventures, whether it be camping or to something else. We always had someone to help us with our homework and to take us to swim practice, be there whether our heart was getting broken or whether we were making terrible decisions that shouldn't have been supported. They were always there for us, and I am so thankful for that. And my first big why of why I want to become a Beachbody Coach is because I want to be able to give my future family and my future kids, way future kids, the life that my parents gave me. I want to be able to be there for them no matter what. I don't want them to have a babysitter or someone who will see them more than I see them. And I want to be able to give them all the love and support that my parents gave me, and Beachbody will allow me to do that. I also am so thankful that this company will allow me to be able to financially support all my dreams. Nothing I could ever do could possibly repay my parents for everything they have done for me, but I think, something awesome is going to be going on a family vacation together all the way around Europe because we can, and because of all the ways to repay them, that's the closest I'm ever going to get to be able to showing them how much I love them and how much I appreciate everything they've done for me. But even though I had such an awesome childhood and I was so happy when I was younger, for some reason, as I grew up and I got to high school and I was graduating high school, I felt really lost. And I just felt like I didn't know where I was supposed to be. And for the next couple years, I went to 3 different colleges. I even had 1 year where I dropped out of college and I ran away to California and I ate Taco Bell and got drunk every night for like a year. And I just didn't know what I was doing, if I was running towards something or running away from something. I was chasing boys and chasing things I thought I wanted, and I just didn't know where I was going in my life or in the real world. I moved around to like 7 different states, and I just was never happy. I was working in the service industry. When I first started, I actually loved it. I was like, hey, this is cool. I get paid to talk to people. How awesome is that? And as time went on, I started to get more and more miserable. We always joke and said, oh, this restaurant stole our soul, but we were only half kidding. As time, passed, I was just resenting everyone in my life, and I was resenting going to work. I didn't want to talk to people. I just started to hate people and think that everyone was greedy and everyone was mean and selfish, and most importantly, I disliked myself. I would come home crying every night to my boyfriend saying, I don't understand why you're with me. I don't understand why my friends want to be friends with me. Like, I'm not a person I like, so why would they like me? And I really struggled with that for a long time. I went through phases where I tried to lose weight and I tried to go to therapy and all this stuff, and it wasn't working. And it got to the point where I was just sad every day, and I had more bad days than good days. At the beginning, you have a lot of good days and a couple bad days thrown in there, and then all of a sudden one day you wake up and you realize that every day is bad and the good days are few and far between. And, I was coping with sleeping a lot. My boyfriend and I would eat a pint of ice cream every single night, and I wasn't being productive and I wasn't moving forward. I wasn't chasing after my dreams, even though I had a degree in psychology, which I finally got after 3 colleges. I wasn't doing anything to move my life in the direction that I wanted to move it to. And I don't know if I had a bad day at work or something, but one night something just clicked, and I woke up the next morning and I had been following my cousin's wife, who I had never met before, and she was a Beachbody Coach. And I'd always thought to myself, like, oh, she looks really happy. Like, they look super happy, but I had no idea what she did, and I really just didn't take the time to look into it. This morning I woke up and I just said, I don't care what she is doing. She looks freaking happy, and she is making her dreams come true. I want that. And I messaged her, even though I never talked to her before. And within 2 days, I was signed to be a coach. I had no idea what I was doing, but it was the best decision I have ever made. Ever. Without a doubt. In the first 3 weeks, I started with a program called 21 Day Fix. In the first 3 weeks, I lost 11 pounds. I am down over 20 pounds total. I have become a more confident person, a more happy person, someone that I love, someone that I understand why my friends are friends with me and why my boyfriend wants to be with me. And it's such a beautiful thing, and it's such an amazing experience. I have now come to the point where I feel selfish if I don't share that with people, because I want everyone to feel as good as I do, and I want everyone to feel like their life is headed in the right direction. And it is selfish of me not to share that, and that's what I love about being a Beachbody coach, is that it literally gives me all the tools and pays me to become this best version of myself, and then to help others do the same. You know, one of the really cool parts about it is it's even brought me closer to my friends and family. You know, you have those friends that you're friends with for a long, long time, and you've been best friends with, but you don't really talk, and every couple months you talk, and it's like your best friends, but you don't get to spend the time with them you want. And Beachbody has brought me so much closer to these people, and they've brought people back into my life that I want there. And it has taught me, you know, the value of a good person and a good friend, and, you know, I don't take as much for granted anymore, especially myself, and I've come to realize that I'm in charge of making my dreams happen, but Beachbody is here to give me all the tools I need to do that, and that's the most beautiful part. So 9 months into the business, I made a decision that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm making it happen, and I quit my job. I was a server on the Vegas Strip, and I cried. I was so happy. I can't even tell you the feeling you have when you realize that all your days of being miserable are over because you made the decision to make that change, and you made the decision to make your life go in the direction you want it to go. So I quit my job. They begged me to stay, and they finally said, okay, if you help me lose weight, I'll let you go. And I've never been happier. It's every day I wake up knowing that I'm doing everything I can to be the best me. And if the version of the best me in my head that I have changes, I can change with it. And I can help other people do the same and realize that your dreams can change and you can still chase after them no matter what. You know, there's a couple more goals I have, just simple things. You know, I want to pay off my student loans, and I want Drew to be able to quit his job because he's at the point where he's coming home and I can see that look in his face, that look that says, I didn't want to be at work today. I did not have a good day. And that's the look that I had for so long, and it breaks my heart to see that. And I want him to get to the point where he can do whatever he wants. If that means staying at home and cooking for me and being a fish daddy, and I'll let him get a dog at that point. Great. If he wants to explore some venture that he has in his head, great. But Beachbody's going to allow me to get to the point where I can support us so that he can chase his dreams too. And that's just even more beautiful. And traveling. I love to travel. Like, I've been to 42 states so far. Like, I'm getting there. Our goal is to go to a new country every year. There's just something about learning about different cultures. I mean, I'm a psychology major, so about different ways of life and how different people are making their dreams happen and, you know, doing that in different cultures. It's just so awesome. I love it. So it's cool that Beachbody totally supports that. I can literally work this job from anywhere. I was on a cruise and I worked this job. I was on vacation visiting my parents. I worked this job. I can go to Europe and work this job. Anywhere I have Wi-Fi and my phone or a computer, I can help myself and I can help other people. And it just doesn't get better than that. I feel like I'm forgetting things because I have so many whys of why I love this business and why I want to keep doing it forever. But most importantly, it's just turning me into a person I love, and I can see that reflected in everyone else in my life. All of our relationships getting better, their lives getting better, and it's just something I never want to lose sight of and I never want to let go of, and luckily I can make that decision. So just remember that your why is what's going to get you through life. Your reasons for wanting a better life and your reasons for wanting to get to a certain dream or a certain goal, that's what's going to drive you to be successful in this business or in anything else you try and pursue in your life. So make your why so strong. Make your passion this burning fire that will get you to where you want to go. You know, I said earlier that I spent so much time, chasing after something or running away from something, and I didn't realize what it was. And it occurred to me a couple weeks after I started Beachbody that it's not a place that I was looking for. It's not some destination with, a certain climate or a certain restaurants or certain people. It's that I was looking for something inside of me, and I have found this passion that just, it doesn't matter where I am. I have something that drives me and drives my life and gives it meaning, and that's all you need. You can do that from anywhere. You just have to find what makes your soul happy and go from there. So that's all I have to say about all my reasons why I'm a Beachbody coach. And I can't wait to hear all your guys' reasons, because everyone's why is so different. And that's what I love about Beachbody, is everyone can be so different and have such different dreams and be chasing after different but such beautiful things. And, we can all achieve them together by helping each other, no matter how different they are. So I can't wait to hear your guys', and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. All right.